top 5 middleweights, 6 through 10, as you've seen on previous videos. You can see on the description. We're going to start with number 5 and Robbie Lawler. His last 10 fights, he's 7-2 in one-note contest, beating Ninja Hua, Frank Trigg, Doy Villasenor. That fight with Scott Smith was great. Scott Smith was on his way to being knocked out. He'll be fighting Scott Smith July 26th, and I think he'll beat Scott Smith by knockout. Probably, I think about third round this time. Number 4, we got Rich Franklin. He's 8-2 in his last 10 fights. His only 2 losses come to Anderson Silva. He beat Nate Quarry, David Milazzo, Jason McDonald, Yushin Okami, Travis Lutter. For his next fight, I think he should take on Nathan Marquardt or Dan Henderson. Rich is that top, he's just below Anderson Silva. He can't seem to beat Anderson Silva. Anybody else, he seems to beat, but Anderson Silva seems to be like his kryptonite. Number 3, we got Dan Henderson. He's 6-4 his last 10 fights. Only man to hold both Pride welterweight and middleweight title. His 2 most recent losses to Rampage and Anderson Silva, 2 of the best guys in each division, both hold the title. He's beaten Vanderlei Silva, Vitor Belfort, Mario Bustamante, Ninja Hua, Nogueira, Babalu. His next fight, he should either take on Rich Franklin or Yushin Okami. He stated that he wants to fight Anderson Silva again, but I think he needs to fight either Rich or Yushin, because I think Yushin should be in line for the title next, but God knows what the UFC is doing with his fight with Anderson Silva moving up to take on James Irvin. Number 2, we got Paulo Filho, who's 16-0. He's beat Ninja Hua, Ryo Shonen, Joe Dorshin, Shio Sonnen. His next fight's the rematch with Shio Sonnen at WEC 36 in September. Shio could beat him. It's a great possibility. He was doing pretty good until he got caught in that armbar. Shio said he didn't tap for the first time. I don't know. If Shio's a good wrestler, he'd be able to take him down and hold him down, and hopefully Paulo gets his game back up, and this is just a fluke, and him going to rehab has gotten him all better. Because Paulo's a good fighter. I was one of the critics that didn't really like Paulo until I actually seen him fight. Number 1 is Anderson Silva. He's 9-1 in his last 10 fights. His only loss coming by DQ to Yushin Okami, last man to beat him. He's beat Dan Henderson, Rich Franklin twice, Nathan Marquardt, Travis Lutter, Chris Liebman. When he destroyed Chris Liebman. His next fight is, I think it's at, it'll be fighting James Irvin at 205. I think it's the Ultimate Fight Night 14 card. I'm not sure. But I know it's 2 weeks after this UFC 86. He should beat James Irvin, but James Irvin could beat him. It's kind of toss-up. James Irvin's a wild card. Anderson, like I said, he's the kingpin of that division. He hasn't cleaned out the division as much as people think. There's still lots of competition for him, and Yushin Okami. He could fight Nathan Marquardt again. Leites. He could fight Dean Lister. Dean Lister's only loss in the UFC coming to Nathan Marquardt. He did fight Ricardo Almeida. There's lots of guys in the division for him. Let me know what you guys think.